Hello and welcome to another episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. I'm James.
And I'm Sarah.
And on today's episode, we're just going to chat. Sarah wants to talk about things we're thankful for from 2025 and things that we're looking forward to in 2026, which is typically what we would do like at the last of the year. So I don't know if she's like saying she wants this to be our last episode or
I mean, a part of me is ready to be on the break. But no, that was not my way of trying to say that. I was thinking about Thanksgiving, so I was thinking about, what we were thankful for. And then I always like, talking about like projections for 2026, I guess. So
yeah. So, well, before we jump into that, I have something that I'm really super annoyed about this week. Two things, actually, technically. So my bank is pissing me off. Because I opened a new checking account with a different company.
mm-hmm.
And I went to link the checking accounts together so that I could transfer money from this one to this one. And when I did it, it thought that someone else was trying to access my bank. So it locked my online banking account. And I contacted my bank and they said, okay, it'll be 1 to 2 business days before your account gets unlocked. Before they will look at the request to unlock your account. It'll be 1 to 2 business days. I'm like, why? I just told you it was me. Can't you just unlock my bank account, or can you give me the name or the contact information that I need to do to call someone to unlock my bank account? It's not that difficult. I'm the one trying to access my bank.
Right.
So they said, no, I would have to wait for, it's a department has to look into it and then they have to approve it and then it'll be unlocked. It's like, well, that's stupid. And then the other thing that's not so much, I mean, it's kind of my bank's fault, but it's also more, I'm annoyed with both the bank and then the dealership that bought Moira. So for those of you that are listening that didn't know, I sold my car this week, Moira. And when I sold Moira, the person that I was talking to who was helping or was supposed to be helping, I messaged last week and he told me like, this is the price that we can give you based on the car, the year, the miles, the fact that it's been in one accident since I've owned it. And I was like, okay, that's not really quite what I wanted for it, but it's fine. It's like $1,000 less than what I wanted, which is annoying, but it's fine. And I was like, okay. He was like, well, I'm out the rest of the week, so I'll call you on Monday and kind of walk you through the purchasing process. I was like, okay, whatever. Never called me Monday. So I sent an email on Tuesday and I was like, I sent an email Monday evening. And I was like, just double checking on this. I'm planning on bringing the car around tomorrow morning. Just making sure everything's all set. And I was like, can we get up to $500 more? And he responded, oh, just seeing this. No, this is the most I can do. And I'm not going to be available until after noon. And he was like, I was like, okay, whatever. So then I called, or no, he didn't see it. He didn't respond. So I called and I asked and he was like, oh, I didn't see that. But yeah, that's the most I can do. And I'm not going to be available until afternoon. And he was like, so what we'll do is you'll bring in the car. We'll do a quick look over. We'll sign all the paperwork. And then it'll take them about 24 hours to write the check. And then you can come and get the check. I was like, well, no, I was planning on being there on Tuesday and getting everything done and leaving with a check on Tuesday. And he goes, oh, well, I can mail the check to you. If I was like, I'm not going to be around on Tuesday. Or Wednesday. I can't come and get it. Come and get the check because I have to drive all the way to Quincy because I work in Quincy. And he was like, well, I can mail the check to you. And if they write it on Wednesday, then it'll be probably to you by Friday. I was like, I mean, that's fine. I don't really need the check right now anyway. It's really just so I have that money. So I was like, whatever, that's fine. And then he emails me on Wednesday and says, there's something wrong with your title. We need something from your bank saying that that the acronym is that means what your bank is like. So my bank is, I shouldn't say the bank. Anyways, there's an acronym that my bank goes by, and then there's the actual name. And on a lot of stuff, they just use the acronym, and on some stuff they use the actual name. Well, on the lien, whenever they put the lien on the car, they put the acronym. But when they signed off the freaking lien, they put the full name.
Oh God.
And this dealership is like, well, we have to have something saying that this is the same, one and the same.
Yeah.
And we can't just we can't do anything until we have that information. And I said, cool. What do you need from my bank? And he was like, well, they already requested. They're already doing it. It's just going to take a little longer. I was like, okay, who requested it? And what are they asking for? Because I work with the bank all the time. I talk to them all the time.
Right.
I can call them and I could potentially get you the document that you need in 15, 20 minutes to an hour. And he was like, well, like I said, you'll just have to wait. And this is all in email, and his email is all caps every fucking time, all caps email. And I'm like, so today I responded and I was like, hey, thanks for sending me the information I understand that it's taking a little bit longer, but what I'm wanting to know is, what is the document they're looking for? Can I contact my bank and ask my bank to send it over? Because I can probably have them send it over relatively quickly. I would like to get this finished today and have the check today. And he responded, and then at the end of that, and I said, and I don't know if it's your computer or the system you're using, but all caps in an email is pretty jarring. And then he responded in all caps still, and said, here's the person you need to contact, or here's the person that deals with that. Like I said, it'll be a little bit, but you can talk to her. So I called and I was like, I need to talk to this person. And the person that I talked to first was like, well, let me send you to the receptionist. They sent me to the receptionist, and it just continued to ring. So then I called back and I pushed 0 for the operator, like it says, and it sent me to the receptionist at the service desk. And I was like, okay, I didn't really want service, but whatever. But she was able to get me to the person that he had given me the email of. And she answered, and I was like, I talked her through what I was calling for. And she goes, how did you get my phone number? I was like, I didn't get your phone number. I was given your name, and I called, and they forwarded me to you. And she was like, well, I talked to this person that I've been dealing with, and she was like, and I told him exactly what you need, and told him that you needed to get that information from your bank. And I was like, he didn't tell me any of that. That's what I've been trying to figure out, is what do you need? And she goes, well, here's what I can do. Since you're being so nice, she was like, and because typically I usually get a lot of people are very frustrated, they're mad, and they contact me and they're yelling. But she goes, since you're being so nice, I will give you my contact information. This will go directly to my desk. And I'm going to scan in your title and a couple of different examples of what I need from your bank for your bank to send me. And she was like, and they can just email it to me. And then I can have that, once I get that, I'll get everything done and I'll let you know. And I was like, cool. I was like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the situation and the fact that this guy is basically yelling at me every time he sends me an email because he doesn't know how fucking caps lock works.
Right.
And then I call my bank and I'm like, I'm having an issue. And I walk them through this whole step and they go, oh, then you need a one in the same affidavit. And they were like, okay, I will submit the request to get that done. It can take 4 to 5 business days.
Jesus.
I'm like, why does it take 4 to 5 business days for you to send a document that says this and this are the same bank? When you have this information on this title, it's the same as this. I don't understand, one. And two, why would you say and sign a title using not the acronym when the lien is the acronym? You know that this is going to cause issues in the future. And then three, if you know this is going to cause issues and it's happened in the past, because obviously you've had this conversation before, why wouldn't you have this document ready to send off to someone so that it's not already taking me almost a week to get a fucking check for a car that I owned outright? I don't understand. So I'm like pissed off because this isn't helping. And I'm like, I should have had the check Tuesday when I dropped my fucking car off. Or you should have let me leave with my car until I had the check. Like, this is bullshit. Like, this whole time that I'm waiting for my check for this car, I should be able to drive my car.
Right.
Because I don't have the money that you promised me I would have when I signed the paper.
Right.
Like, I get it that it's not really your fault, it's the bank's fault, but you should have called me and let me know that this was an issue and offered to give me my car until I get my check.
Agree.
But like, I won't be able to drive my car anyway because I already took it off of my insurance and they've already canceled my license plates. I'm like, how can you cancel my license plates, but you can't process my title? I don't understand how that works. But whatever.
The registration must be separate from the title.
It is. Yeah. But it's like, it's super frustrating. And I'm like, why is this a thing? Why is this an issue? And why does it take... And the woman that I talked to, I was like, can you expedite it? Because it's already been... I dropped it off on Tuesday. It's Friday now. It's already been almost 4 days. Like, can you expedite it? And she was like, well, I can submit a request to have it expedited, but it's not guaranteed. So but it'll still be about 2 business days for the expedited request. So I'm like, well, it's Friday. So that means it probably won't be processed until Tuesday.
Right. At the earliest.
So I'm like, I'm already pissed off, and this is just frustrating me even more. And this woman that is at the dealership she was totally fine, and she was very nice. Well, she wasn't really nice at the beginning, but she was totally fine. And then I'm dealing with my bank, who the bank is basically useless. But she was like, when the woman that I was talking to at the dealership, she was like, yeah, that's weird. They usually have them just like on the ready and they can send them over really quickly. So it was weird to me when they said that it would be like 4 business days. So I'm frustrated with that. I did get to rent a car. I returned it because I just used it for a couple of days. And I rented a 2024 Hyundai Ioniq 5, which is this like similar class to the Mach-E. But I decided I don't like it as much as the Mach-E. Because the Mach-E has this thing called one pedal driving, where you can turn it on and it will brake for you when you release when you release the accelerator. It starts applying the brake that's in the engine or the motors, and not like the physical brakes. And it like regenerates the battery as you use it. But you basically just use the accelerator, and it will kind of, as you let go of the accelerator, it slows you down. So I hardly ever used my brake pedal. And this car has that option, but it's not like you turn it on and it's on all the time. It's you turn it on, but if you ever go into reverse, it turns off and you have to turn it back on. Where in my car, it's on all the time unless you turn it off, or in the Mach-E. And then there's also some like small things I didn't like the infotainment center. It was like the Mach-E had like that really nice. Did you ever ride in the Mach-E? I don't
No,
think I had it when you were
no.
here. It had a tablet like in the middle of it,
Oh,
basically, instead of like with the radio and the like heat and stuff, the air conditioner and stuff. But it was like it was set up in a way that works really well for the user, where all of the it is integrated into the screen, but all of the HVAC stuff is integrated into the bottom of the screen, and it doesn't always leave. Um, or if there's more that you need, you just have to tap a button and it comes up and it's there, but it goes away when you're done.
mm.
And in this car, it was like you had to, if you're using Apple CarPlay, you have to go to like the app screen, tap on the little Hyundai app to take you back to the Hyundai page, and then go into the menu and go to the HVAC area to turn it, like to change it. If it wasn't the ones that you can just like use on, because there were some like actual buttons on the little thing, but I don't know. I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it enough to want to get one of them instead of a Mach-E whenever I get a new car.
Valid.
It was also like in the Mach-E, you can go from drive to reverse without having to push on the brake pedal because of the one pedal drive. In that car, you had to push on the brake pedal to shift it to reverse.
I don't fully understand how this works because I am not a car girly. But this one pedal thing sounds horrifying to me.
It took a little bit to get used to, but now that I've had it, it's like I hate driving a car that doesn't have one pedal drive. Because it's literally like all you do is push on the accelerator, and then as you let off the accelerator, it will slow down based on how much you're letting off. And you can use the brake pedal; it's always there.
Right. Obviously.
Like if you notice that the car in front of you is slowing down a lot a lot faster than you are, you can use the brake pedal. But I really preferred it, and like now I'm gonna be driving the Rogue around whenever I need it. So tomorrow I'm driving it because I'm going to go get my haircut, which is why we're recording on Friday instead of Saturday like we typically do. Although we used to record on Friday, so it feels like season 3.
It does feel like, well, you know, we're turning to our roots.
So, but that's my week. It's been a lot of just kind of moving things around and getting things ready for the move in December. And in 2 weeks, I'll be in Valencia to go visit the facility and do see how they do a training session, and also take a look at some places that we're going to potentially look at renting when we move. So fun times.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how the flights go if the government's still shut down.
Yeah. Because that's something fun and exciting that we're currently experiencing.
What about your car? I saw you had to get a new battery, which is what I said was probably an issue.
Yes, I did. I did have to get a new battery. I was able to get it to start on Sunday. And without getting jumped. Like I was able to get it to start. And so I took it to AutoZone and had them test it, because if it was just a case of it needed to be charged, I could get it charged there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately the battery was no good. So
I was gonna say, but if that's the issue, then it's not your battery that's the problem. It's your alternator, which is a lot more expensive than a battery.
That's true. Again, for everyone in the audience, all 5 of you, I am not a car girly. Colloquially, non-gendered.
I am not a car girly, but I'm a car person. Mainly just because I love cars. But I know things like this because we were poor when I was little, and our alternator went out all the time, and we had to fix it ourselves. Even in like the Jetta that I had. I mean, I don't know that I would classify myself as poor when we had the Jetta. But instead of paying like $1,200 to take it to a dealership and have it replaced for a car that's only worth like $4,000, I bought an alternator and did it. Like my dad and I did it.
Nice.
And it was like $400 instead of $1,200.
I mean, honestly, not having to pay somebody else to do something is always nice.
Yeah.
But anywho, so the battery was no good. So the problem is that AutoZone did not have the battery that I needed. So I had to drive across town, essentially, to go to this other AutoZone and have them replace the battery. And like, at this point, I am not deathly ill anymore, but I'm also like still a little under the weather. Like, definitely still not 100. So it was just really funny because I look and feel like death warmed over, and I have to go and get my battery changed. But anyway.
Interesting.
He says without even looking up at me. He's looking down at his phone.
Well, sorry, I was answering. So the other thing that I forgot to talk about, well, that I haven't talked about yet, is at the same time that this is happening. Well, not at the same time. After I sold Moira, I went to go into my Apple Maps app on my phone because I was going to be using a different car and I needed to remove Moira because it's like integrated into my map, the Apple Maps app. That's really hard to say. On my phone, and because it's like integrated, so it tells me this is how much charge you have when it syncs with my car, and then when you drive, it estimates how much charge you'll have when you reach your destination if you're using the map. Well, when I did that, I opened it up and I tapped on my little profile, and then when I tapped on map or vehicles, the app would crash. I was like, that's a weird function. But it didn't like crash. It just acted like I swiped up and like swiped out of it, like went back to my home page. So I was like, well, maybe I just need to restart my phone. So I restarted my phone, and then I was like, well, maybe it has an update. So I checked to see if it has an update. It had an update. So I was like, I did that. And it just keeps doing it. And so I called Apple support, and they were like, well, let's do these things. And the person I talked to first was like, delete the app, restart your phone, download the app back, and see if it still does it. We did that. It still does it. Then she was like, okay, well, let's reset your network settings. So we reset my network settings, and it still does it. I was like, I don't see how any of these have anything to do with the app working, but whatever. And then she was like, well, what we can do next is do like a save where you like back up your phone to the cloud. So the iTunes Apple Cloud. So I backed up my phone, and then she was like, now sign out of your iTunes or your Apple account. I was like, okay. And then it came up and it gave me a message that said, all of these things will be removed. And I have like 6 cards on my phone. And I was like, so does that mean that these are going to be removed? She goes, no, when you sign back in, they'll go back on there. It'll ask you if you want to add them back on. I was like, okay, whatever. Signed back in, it didn't ask me if I wanted to add them back on. So I had to go into my bank account and add them back on, which was super annoying. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, so today, my computer, my work computer, decided it wanted to do a restart like less than an hour after I had logged in and started working. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll start doing a restart. And literally, as the computer is starting to start back up, my phone starts ringing with my new boss calling me. And I was like, oh shit, my computer, where I would be answering this from, because it's a Teams phone call, is restarting. So I'm answering it from my phone, which is totally fine. But I go to answer it and it's not activating the microphone because I had signed out of my iTunes stuff. And when I signed back in, it needed me to agree to allow Teams to have access to my microphone, my camera, and all that stuff. So it wouldn't let me answer or do anything until I unlocked my phone and started like allowed it to do everything. So I was like, well, shit, hold on. And then I was like, okay, my computer's back up. My Teams is back up. So I logged back into my Teams and I switched it from my phone to my computer. And in the middle of doing that, somehow my headphones were muted on my computer. So he could hear me. I couldn't hear anything he was saying. And I was like, I'm going to have to, let me log off. Let me end the call and I'll come back in. Ended the call and came back in and it was still muted. I had to like go into a setting and turn off the mute from my headphones. And I was like, I messaged my friend Karen and Alitza, and I was like, I just had to scramble in front of my new boss while my computer was restarting and my phone was doing all this crazy stuff. And Karen was like, I don't think I've ever seen you stumble. She said stumble and I said scramble. She was like, in the 4 years that I've worked with you, I don't think I've ever seen you stumble. Dang. I was like, well, he got to see me scramble for a minute.
Like, it happens, not often, but it happens.
No, yeah. So it was a very busy week, busy day. I had like a bunch of connection calls with my new team, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How's work going? And have you moved everything into your apartment yet?
No, but I'm hoping to get it done tomorrow. That is my goal. Now, whether or not that actually happens, because every time I've tried to set a goal with this, something happens.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling better?
Not really. Like, I feel better, but some of it is still lingering. And then on top of it, I also have a toothache right now. So.
Do you need Nick to come over and pull your tooth?
No, I do not need Nick to come over and pull my tooth.
And is Nick helping you move?
As much as he can, yes.
No.
So it's
not like when we were younger where all we had to do is tell our friends that we would give them pizza and beer to help us move. Hell, I even paid for the pizza when I came and helped you move one time.
That's true. That's true. You did.
And then I got stabbed by a doll.
I forgot all about that.
I don't. I have a scar.
Oh my God.
I don't remember what hand it was on, but I have a scar from it. Or no, it was on my arm. Got stabbed by a doll. A doll that Sarah owned stabbed me.
Yes. A doll that I owned stabbed him because she was a porcelain doll and I loved her too much. And so her arms are broken.
I think it was a leg.
Oh, well, yeah. There was one that was missing a leg, yeah.
And it wasn't even like the porcelain portion of it that stabbed me. There was like
It was
a wire that was sticking
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
She was like, "I'm gonna get you, bitch."
No, I think the other thing though, besides not being able to just like hire your friends with pizza anymore, it's also that so many of my friends are chronically ill, like I am.
Yeah.
And so it's really difficult to find a time where we are all functioning and able to like coordinate and do the thing.
Sarah's not functioning.
I'm not functioning. I'm not a functional adult. I don't know why someone allowed me to be an adult.
Did they though, or is it just something that happens?
I mean, I guess it's just something that happens because I definitely should not have been allowed to be an adult. Mistakes were made.
Well, it's been about 30 minutes. Do you want to start getting into the discussion that you wanted to have anyway? And discuss what we're thankful for in 2025 and things we're looking forward to in 2026?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, he's just smiling at me. I hear you smiling like that. You look like you're in pain, to be honest.
I kind of am. I have this issue with my finger. I don't know if you can see it.
He's flipping me off.
But right there, it's inflamed.
Oh, okay. I kind of see it. Yes.
And it's really sore. Yeah, look at like compared to this one.
Yeah.
It's inflamed. So I took an antibiotic and I've been putting antibiotic ointment on it because it hurts.
I am thankful for...
Dog.
Yes, there's a dog. I am thankful, as I am always, for the people in my life who are amazing and wonderful and put up with me and do so willingly. Like a certain someone who records an episode of a podcast with me every single week.
You have a podcast with Nick?
No. I have a podcast with you.
Well, I'm a masochist, I guess. So
It's true. There's no other way that you'd be able to stand me.
I'm a glutton for punishment. I like that. No, there's fun things that happen with us. So, I mean, I'm grateful for this podcast and the fact that we get to meet and have quick, fun discussions about stuff that we think is important and interesting. And it's a good way to kind of have a sanity check that maybe other people might find interesting and fun too.
True.
It's also a good way for me to for friends that I've moved away from to listen and keep engaged, because I have a couple people that will message and be like, "Oh, I just listened to this episode of the podcast," and talk to me about it.
I love that.
So that's fun. What else?
I'm thankful to be employed, whether or not I enjoy the job.
No.
I am thankful that I have it.
I'm happy that I'm moving into a position that's going to be something new and something that I'm really excited about.
I'm really excited for you.
So I'm really excited that it's different. It's still related to what I'm used to doing, but it's like a different side of it, and I'm like the one that's going to be leading it, which is exciting too. Because if anybody knows anything about me, I like to have control over situations.
He is in fact a Capricorn. like the most Capricorn to ever Capricorn, to be honest.
I like to be the one that makes decisions on how things go.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also very like methodic about my decision making. And there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and it doesn't just like sporadically happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to, like we have in this in this space, there's conversations that happen, and I weigh the good and the bad, both sides of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then decide which one makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else, Sarah? What else?
I'm thankful for my car. And
Are you?
Yes, I am. I'm thankful that I have a car because I remember how difficult it was trying to get transportation previously.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that a lot since I'm moving back into the place I was living in before. That, you know, there are things that I definitely want to start using the bus again for.
No. Is it closer to where you're going to work? Where you work? Well, one of the places.
Like close to a few places that I work, but not really. But like, for example, I'm wanting to go to H Mart, you know, like once a week, once I'm actually finally moved in. Because one, I love H Mart, but two, because it would give me a reason to be out of the house and, you know, walking around more, and God, maybe it might help the depression. I'm doing just about whatever I can at this point. So I am thankful that I have my car, but I would also be thankful for the opportunity to not have to use it all the time.
Yeah. I like having a car.
You are a very car-oriented person.
I am. I love cars.
Cars and fashion.
Yeah, and technology.
True.
I'm a materialistic person, apparently. I'm just a materialistic person.
Well, I mean, according to Madonna, we live in a material world, so.
Yeah. And I'm just living in it.
Yep. You can't help being a material girl in a material world. That's just how it works.
Yeah. Also, I bought some new art that's supposed to be shipped soon. So I'm excited about that too.
Love that.
When I receive them, I will send you pictures.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of pictures, so I've been putting together a photo album of like all these photos that I've taken over the years, as I continue to remove all my shit off of Facebook. I'm down. I like have less than 10 albums left. The problem is they're all the big albums.
Yeah.
So like our trips to DC, our trip to New York.
I must not have uploaded that much stuff to Facebook.
I mean, I guess not. Either that or you didn't care to take it all off of there.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things I did download Facebook so I could start marketing some of the stuff that we're trying to get rid of before we move on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll probably start doing when I get back from going to visit in Valencia.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So, what was I saying?
They take a long time. You are putting together a photo album.
Oh, yes. Putting together a photo album of all these different memories I have. And
on your phone or like a physical photo album?
Like a physical photo album. Like I'm getting the pictures printed. And I printed one of you at the museum where it's like just the lower half of your face and you're like making a crazy face behind a statue. fantastic photo.
I mean, most photos I'm in are fantastic photos.
I mean, yes, but I'm
Because it means we had
specifically,
good times.
yes. And it's been nice, like, getting to relive some of those memories.
Yeah,
And
I'm
getting to
noticing
think
that
them.
the older I get, the less sentimental I get. And I was never really that sentimental to begin with.
But I'm getting more sentimental, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm basically drowning in a puddle of it, sentiment at this point.
Which is why you have depression.
No. Me being sentimental isn't the reason I have depression. I have depression because I was abused as a child.
I mean, it's a factor.
I mean,
It could be a factor.
it's the factor.
Well, going forward into 2026, what are some things you're looking forward to, other than moving into your own place and having your own identity as a place?
I am looking forward to freezer burn. Which I'm going to another burn. So
I was like, so you're going to store everything in the freezer so it gets
No.
freezer burned? I don't. No
No.
one really looks forward to freezer burn because that.
No,
means food
I'm
doesn't
looking
taste
forward to another burn, and the burn is called freezer burn. And it's called freezer burn because it happens in January.
Because where you're in Texas, so it's like what, 60 instead of 90?
It can get down to the 30s in January, but it usually only does that at night. Like, daytime temperatures are usually in the 50s to 60s.
Mhm.
So it's not usually like cold. But it would be chilly to be out there in the dark without a heater. So
Out there in the dark,
dark.
next to the people.
So I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to a new chapter. And I'm looking forward to getting to see my family. My plan is to go back to Indiana for Hannah's 30th.
She's going to be 30.
She's going to be 30.
You're old.
I know.
I guess actually that's not really. I didn't think she was that much. She wasn't that. I thought she was much younger than us.
She's 8 years younger than me.
Yeah, I thought she was like 12 years younger than us.
No. Nope.
Hmm.
She's gonna be 30 in March.
It's like Ryan's niece is. I'm closer in age to Ryan's niece than I am to him. By like a year. She's 11 years younger than I am, and he's 12 years older than me.
Which I always forget that he's that much older, to be honest.
Yeah, he'll be 50 in January.
I know.
Old.
How's he handling it?
We joke about it all the time.
I love that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just another year of figuring it out.
Well, I have a lot of new going on, so I'm looking forward to all the new stuff that's happening. New job, new place to live, new area.
Mm-hmm.
Never been to Southern California. Like Ryan and I have been talking about it. It's like we can go into Los Angeles for things. He was like, what is his name? The guy that plays Freddy Krueger. What is his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
But he just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he goes, "We could go into LA and see those ceremonies happen if we wanted to." Robert Englund, that is his name.
That's right. Wow.
I was like, we could, because it's like less than an hour drive,
including bumper to bumper, or
I mean, it depends on which way you go. I mean, I live in Boston. I'm used to bumper traffic all the time.
True, that's true.
I drive toward Boston, and it's like anything. You could go a mile in an hour sometimes. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, there's a lot that I'm looking forward to. New place, new surroundings, new people, exciting team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll being finished with my doctorate, so I'll be Dr. James Martin in July.
Yes.
July-August timeframe. It'll be Dr. James Martin. Although I've already told people I probably won't be going by doctor because I don't want to be confused with a medical doctor.
Right.
And someone will be like, well, you're a doctor. Can you help? And it's be like, no, I can't. You're just going to die. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you. I can help you. I can educate you.
I'm a doctor of education, babes.
Do you need more educating? Do you need to understand how to create curricula? Learning curricula? Is that what you need? How to formulate a great learning experience for your learners? I can help you with that. I can doctor that for you. I can't so much help you with any medical needs other than just pointing like, yeah, that looks like it's screwed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that looks painful.
It looks like that hurt when it happened. I'm sorry. Or it looks like you're going to need a bandage.
Well, I guess we need to amputate.
That looks like it could use a stitch or two. Let me get my sewing kit. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Funny stuff. Well, anything else you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to season 5 of Now About That with James and Sarah.
Yeah, and I might actually reach out to someone, and we might have new music, which could be fun. I might potentially send in and ask for like an artist to make us new artwork too. Who knows? In 2026, we might have new artwork. We might have new music. People might not even know what it is anymore.
We might have more guests.
I doubt that, but okay. Unless you have friends or something that you want to bring onto the podcast, I doubt that we're going to have guests. We didn't have any in 2025 so far.
That's true. But I really enjoyed when we had Jiraiya on here with us.
Yeah. She was fun. There is another local person that I could see that he does, like in Providence. He's pretty active on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, and he does like local restaurants and talks about like those. And he's a chef.
Nice.
I can reach out to him and see if he would be interested in joining the podcast for an episode.
That'd be cool.
Talking about local eateries he enjoys and his process of making social media videos and posting them and
what his criteria is for the food.
Yeah. And he might like give a good, like, here's my 5 favorites. Cause I think he's posted that a couple times. Like my 5 favorite, like Italian restaurants or something to eat in Providence. And there might be like an interesting conversation to have about like, where's a place that you've eaten at before that you'll never eat at again.
Mm-hmm. Or what restaurant would you want to have if you were stuck on a deserted island?
That's a good question. What's your answer?
It'd probably have to be something like Cracker Barrel, unfortunately. And the reason that I say that is because there's enough food diversity that I wouldn't get absolutely sick of it within 2 days.
See, I'm the type of person that I can eat the same thing all the time.
Like, I can, but I can't eat fast food all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I like fast food, but I could not live off of just McDonald's.
Oh, see, I was thinking like, I guess restaurant, but I was thinking like, to me, the first thing that came to my mind is the bacon, lettuce, it's fake bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich from the Owlery in Bloomington.
Oh my God.
That's what I would want. It made out of seitan instead of pork. I'm not vegan, but that was one of my favorite places to eat at in Bloomington.
I don't think they're there anymore.
I don't think so either. That and the Trojan horse. Loved
oh my God, yes,
horse.
the Trojan horse. Do you remember when we got so sugar high from those Andy Mint pies?
And laughed for absolutely no reason for like an hour.
For an hour. And then we were like in the marsh, which doesn't exist anymore either.
That's Kroger.
It's a Kroger now. Like in the fucking marsh, laughing our asses off, having to go to the bathroom because we laughed so hard we were starting to pee ourselves.
Let's be real. I never peed myself. I just really had to use the restroom. And I was laughing, and that was the closest place that was still open.
Oh my God. So funny. I don't know why we got candy drunk all the time, but
I don't know. Yeah, it was like the Andy's mint pie.
Yeah, but there was that other time that we got candy drunk on Halloween.
I don't remember this time.
You don't remember that time?
Mm-mm.
We were drunk on candy and decided to go on a like spooky walk the back of Wapahani.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Wow. Core memory for me.
My brain has been filled with other more important things.
Wow.
But I do remember the Andy's mint pie because that was fun.
I mean, it was fun when we were.
I don't remember the spooky walk. Ooh, spooky. I do remember when it was you, me, and the one who shall not be named went to the cemetery, and like you and her were freaking out, and like there was nothing happening, and I was like, it's just dark. Why are we freaking out for?
Yes, I do remember that. Yes.
I was like, calm down and stop. Why are you yelling? Nothing is happening.
Which cemetery was that?
I don't know. It's the one that they kept calling the Step Cemetery, but it wasn't actually the Step Cemetery.
Step Cemetery because Step Cemetery is in Bloomington.
Yeah.
And this was like in Martinsville.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. Wow. Well.
Anyway. Anything else, or are you ready to call it a podcast?
I think I'm ready to call it a podcast. I think the doggo's ready for me to call it a podcast.
Well, sounds like a fun time. This is you can't really see it very well, but it's a little pop socket that I have been taking off of my phone because it drives me nuts. And I knew it would when I got it, because I've had a pop socket before and it kept getting, it always gets stuck on my pocket when I'm trying to pull my phone out of my pocket. Mm-hmm. This one is magnetic, so it's easy to take off and put back on, which also makes it annoying because whenever I take it off, whenever I take it out of my pocket, it falls off and is in my pocket. And your head is like, why are there magnets near your phone? Isn't that bad for your phone? No, that was That was for solid state, or not solid state. The hard drives, old hard drives. It was bad for old hard drives because it would damage the hard drive.
Oh.
Not anymore. Besides, on most iPhones now, there's a circle of magnets. You can't really see it on this one, but there's a circle right here of magnets, and then a magnet right there that hold this on. Okay. It's called, what is it? MagSafe. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was a nice little tidbit and a plug for Apple.
There we go.
Happy Apple. Well, would you like to call it a podcast? You already said yes, so let's call it a podcast. This is really, really going downhill at the end of this. If you made it to the end, thank you for listening to this week's episode of Now About That with James and Sarah. If you like this episode, please give us a like, a comment, and don't forget to follow or subscribe. If you would, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen, as this will help get the podcast out to more people and help us grow. Feel free to follow us on social media. Our handle everywhere is at Now About That Pod. So if we don't come up in the search, then we're not on that platform. And if there is something you would like us to discuss on the podcast, feel free to email us. Our email is nowaboutThatPod@gmail.com. You can also go to our website, www.nowaboutThatproductions.com, or call and leave us a voicemail. Our phone number is 765-557-4170. Thanks again for listening. We hope you have a great week. I don't know why Sarah's losing it. What's happening?
You said, feel free.
Did I? Feel free to follow us on social media since Sarah's losing their mind. Or you can call us and leave us a voicemail or send us a text message. Our phone number is 765-557-4170. Thanks again for listening, and we hope you have a great week since this will be coming out on a Monday. Sarah, I don't know what's going on, but enjoy your weekend.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.